Hey guys, Button25 for playing KSP once again. Today, we'll be flying a launch, well not really a launch vehicle, more of a tourist craft. This is more sort of like a commercial airliner of rockets, if that makes sense. So, as you can see, the name popped up there. Now, let's discuss this in flight, because of course I'm going to do this particular flight in real time. Yes, I also have real plume enabled for that awesome plume. Oh yeah, what lights off? We have some landing lasers. What's this? What's this? Okay. Alright, begin a gentle pitch over. So yes, as the title said, this is a very loosely based on a commercial rocket from the man in the high castle. So you can already see the plume starting to expand. For those of you who don't know, The Man in the High Castle is an alternate history novel that depicts about what would have happened if the Axis powers won the war. By the war, I mean World War II, of course. And it shows that this. I'm presuming the novel is set when it's actually written, so 1960s, early 1960s. The book was published in 1962. But one of the things is that Germany has sent missions to Mars and colonized the moon. And so, of course, at this point they're so advanced that that they have rockets available for commercial transport. Of course, this is still for the well-off. And of course, it doesn't directly say this, but I'm presuming it's all reusable. So yes, that does make it difficult to build a launch vehicle that can get basically anywhere on Kerbin and still be reusable. Yes, you can see I wanted to do sort of like the Griffins and then the Von Braun style fins, of course, because I'm assuming a fair portion of these were still designed by Werner von Braun. As you can see, the plume completely expanded there. So of course I wanted to put his trademark fins on the launch vehicle, or on this particular vehicle. Launch fuel. Yes, we can easily complete the burn. I'm roughly guessing, but we want to come down around there. Yes. Now, let me show you. Of course, we're TWR. I do not know what that means. Maybe that's like a warning that Miko though. Attitude, yeah, okay, that's good to have. Got the graph there. Of course, that's going to be more useful on descent. Target? No, we're not targeting. Oh no, down. And activate. Yes. Well, now I'm just going to check. Yeah, okay. We've experienced problems with those not deploying. Alright, let's retract the rear grid fins and also disable the pitch and yaw, because that causes a huge amount of wobbling on the way down. We deploy the front grid fins. Yes, there you go. Good. Okay, vessel view not installed. TPI. Ascenties. Okay, that works, I guess. Now, of course, I'm going to just set all these up. Yes, as I said to them, the thing is still only for those really well off the rocket. Actually, I believe maybe it would be best if I set that to autopilot. Set this to nav. I don't know what that is, but have that one for attitude. See, I'm thinking Reusable. Yep, there we go. Auto save as well. Good. Auto RAF. Auto nav. That's actually the last second I did. Now, whereas this is my Kerbal, he's one of the elite of this society. Yep, he's enjoying it, of course. As you can see, we're getting a great view of Kerbin. Okay. Yes, the interior is like, well, it is the passenger cabin. Well, actually, that is the thing. If I turn on the light, yeah, that actually turns on the lights in here. Great, that is actually good. Yep, there's the sun. So yes, I'm letting MechJub do the. So of course, this is a good passenger view. We don't have a target set anyway, so that doesn't really bother us. Okay, so these windows are the non-clickable kind. Yes, dear passengers, this is your captain speaking. We are performing the usual orientation changes. I would have done a German accent. Dum-de-dum. There we go. We are performing the normal orientation changes to get the vehicle ready for entry into Earth/Kerbin's atmosphere. We should be touching down in 5 minutes. In 12 seconds to be precise. So do not be alarmed, dear passengers. We are performing this roll maneuver to get the vehicle in the optimum orientation. Actually, yeah, that's an idea there. Could we? Yep, there's Kerbin below us. I'm adjusting this for the best view for my Kerbal, so because that doesn't really bother me that much. Yes, fully deployed. Everything is ready. So this. Think about it. Let's say you had a commercial airliner and you wanted to fly it over here. Honestly, the SR-71 can do this in like 10 minutes. It takes us just over 10 minutes. However, of course, I do not believe you could class the SR-71 as a commercial aircraft. Of course, if required, we can go further, well, a bit. Make it safe for landing. Yes, we're descending now. So let's just say we have a city there with an airport adapted for this type of vehicle. See, this here is everything is looking nice. Yes, I'm sorry. So yes, this, for example, a commercial airliner. Back in even the advance of Germans, it would probably still only be up to 747. Well, actually, no, maybe they would have Concorde style Mach 2 vehicles. Maybe. But I still would. Okay, actually perform a side roll just so we can see the curvature of Kerbin to make me not be so worried about orientation, even though it's still rotated quite a bit because we're still at such high altitudes. But yes, we're still some ways up. So Philny, EVA. Yes, I'm presuming since they've already achieved this, I'm going to show you a bit of the interior service bay. We have some RTGs generating us power and then monopropellant. You might ask me why didn't I use the big monoprop tank? Surprisingly enough, this has more monoprop, having 2 of those tanks and then 4 of those altogether. And then we have 8 RTGs in there. show you. Yes, there's the passenger compartment. We still have time to get back. There's the rear grid fin. Can we deploy those from here, actually? That I do want to... I also have these set to the burn state because since this is reusable. Okay, well, don't press into those legs. We can... Wait, we can... If you're on EVA, you can repaint the legs. I'm presuming because it uses something... I don't know. That is kind of stupid and all. Well, then again, I don't know what to think. It's a nice feature. I'll give them that. Yes, that's their landing site somewhere over there. Yes, now we're going to head back. Get down. Yes, we're 30 kilometers above the surface. No. 30 kilometers above the atmosphere. What am I saying? Surface. 100 kilometers above the surface. I'm not over, but you get the picture. Now, because of course the mech ship is landing. I have landed this. Just don't worry about that. And of course, another good reason to have all these fuel tanks under it is, let's just say the engine cuts off a bit above the surface. Of course, we have very little fuel left anyways. So, okay, we're about to hit the atmo. So let's get into my Kerbals view. Okay, perform roll. Okay, dear passengers, we are just about to hit the top of the atmosphere. I can perform a 0 roll. I'm pretty sure we still have it. Actually, this Kerbal will probably have a better view. Nice, like that now. Okay. Let's go for external view. There we go. You can't really see. Yeah, okay, good. But I believe we'll only go for the IV for the final parts of the flight. You can see we're not pulling that much G's. We're still accelerating, in fact. Yep, we ignited the engine, so we are now pulling some serious G's. You can see the smoke trails, or the plumes, has spread out a lot because we are at a high altitude. Don't worry about the engines designed to take this type of heat. Don't look under it because it lags a lot. There's quick save, great. Engine has been... And then, yes, the grid fins have an interesting effect. Watch as those transition into Mach effects right about now. Yep. Those are Mach effects. Well, this is the first test. This is the first flight with complete complement of passengers, full complement of passengers. Yes, the reason I deactivated this is if I did, it would be a hell of a lot more sensitive. See what I'm saying? Great, you can see this side view there. I get ready for main engine ignition. I will have to manually deploy. Okay guys, the game crashed. Oh good god, these things didn't remember they were deployed. I really hope that was the engine. Oh crud, yeah, this is not active. What was that huge G spike of all things, really? Do those things really generate that much drag? Yeah. Let's just keep those deployed. Oh, we have trees in the area. This is not something I've encountered before. Oh yeah, I need to do this manually. Gear down. Also, don't worry. It's perfectly normal. Engines on. There we go. Oh, that's not good. We need to be basically at a perfect standstill, or that happens. It just starts pirouetting, basically. Starts walking around the place.